LinkedIn was not built for you to be discovered. Let me be clear. If you go back into time and you look at the initial version of LinkedIn, it was built so that people could stay connected with their existing network connections. Then they started to build out the idea of you getting introduced to people you know who know other people. So warm connections, right? So this was all about your existing network. It wasn't about strangers meeting strangers. That's not how this was initially built. And you can see that through the way the technology is built today. Over time, though, as they grew and more people got onto the app, it became apparent that people wanted a way to connect with strangers. And so they made changes to how you could actually reach out and connect with people. Like, for example, now you can message a stranger and invite them to connect with you and add a note as a way to try to convince them to connect with you. But this is what a lot of people hate doing. As a job search career coach, people tell me all the time they don't want to reach out to total strangers, try to write in 300 words something that will get their attention, only to connect but not really connect, right? So how many people have amassed connections on LinkedIn, but they're not really connections, right? So it's not meant for you to be discovered. That's not what LinkedIn was built for. And I think fast forward to today, and LinkedIn is sort of like the yellow pages for your business of one. You know, you have this LinkedIn profile, which is really just a digital resume. And yes, recruiters can search and find you. And maybe they can try to discover you that way. But the whole way of connecting with people, as much and as hard as they've tried to fix it, which, you know, I've been on LinkedIn for a long time. They've given me the honor of being a top voice on their site, so I write about them a lot. There's so much value to LinkedIn. I say all that, but I will say it's still really cringy to reach out to strangers, is it not? So it's crazy not to think that there's going to be something that comes along that solves for that need. The non-cringy way to discover someone and be discovered by someone. And it already exists in technology. There are apps out there, lots of apps out there. Let's talk about dating apps, for example, right? That once you get over, I guess, you know, learning how to use them and getting out of your comfort zone, you then have a way to connect with people. So the evolution of networking is already happening. The changes are coming. Because of the amazing evolution of LinkedIn, it's really opening our eyes to the fact that we need new ways to discover and be discovered. And if you think of one app out there right now where it's all about discovery, you know it's TikTok. When you look at that algorithm and how much it allows you, if you're on that app, to discover people and things, right? How long is it before we have the TikTok for your career, where TikTok and LinkedIn meet, where people can discover and be discovered? Guess what? The time is now. And I've been talking about it for a couple months here. The app is called McCoy, and it's a free phone app that you can download that will give you the ability to be discovered and discover others. And this is going to be the future, folks. So we've always talked about new technologies and the learning curve around them, but the future is going to be you being able to tell your career stories, share your knowledge, and share your information as a way to be discovered and to discover other like-minded people. And you're going to be able to do it in that very high-tech way of using an app that isn't, you know, overcrowded with a feed and has a whole bunch of other different purposes, right? LinkedIn has a lot of different purposes now that can make its feed distracting for you if you're trying to discover. And that's why McCoy is going to be such a big deal in 2024. So hope you check it out. I hope that you start thinking about the evolution of networking and how the future is going to be discoverability, because really it's going to be a game changer. Good luck. Go get them.